Hello, my name is Hadeen Dobbins-Speck. I'm the president of the Winning Hand Corporation. We're a financial representation corporation. We offer business seminars, lectures. We provide management consulting, and we can represent business owners in the sale of their company. Today's lecture will be about selling a business. You know, selling your business can happen at any time for different reasons. Last year, we were in a strong economy at a market peak. It was an excellent time to sell. Now we have different circumstances. After a business shutdown, maybe selling your business could be for different reasons. Do you put all your savings back into the business or significantly increase your debt to get your business restarted? Or is it time to sell the company? Because of our economic situation, some companies may simply close and liquidate. There will naturally be some consolidation. Selling now may provide a remedy to a conundrum. Perhaps it may be at a slight discount, but for older owners, waiting for the economy to come back may be a 10-year wait. We may not have that much time. There are several types of business transactions. We could have a private sale to someone else in our industry, or we could have a generational transfer to a son or nephew. Let's discuss some things about selling your business. First of all, your business is your nest egg. It's your retirement. It could be an important part of your estate. There is no formula that will accurately value your unique business. Never quote a price. Let the buyer make an offer. Don't tell anyone that you're thinking about selling your business. Your employees may quit, or your customers may go to a competitor. What is your opinion of the value of your business? One goal from this seminar is that you gain information so you don't undervalue your company. Something I recommend is that business owners create a succession plan. They can have a regular succession plan, or they can have an emergency succession plan. An emergency succession plan kicks in the event of a long-term illness or death of the owner, where you've made a contract, an advance arrangement with a competitor or a buyer to step in and take over your business immediately. There may be some personal considerations in selling your business, like you want to retain your employees, or you may want to continue a certain brand or product title. There's many reasons that people sell their business. Could be a partner dispute, or a divorce, or you may lose a partner. You may have insufficient capital, or old equipment that you can't afford to replace. Your sales may be dwindling. You may be working at a break-even for wages without earning a profit. Or you simply may be in a situation where your enthusiasm is waning. You need to sell your business while you still have some fire in your belly. There's different types of sale: a private sale, a private equity firm, an industry firm, an earnout, an ESOP. You could have a generational transfer. If you have a generational transfer, it requires an early assessment of the aptitude of your son or nephew or daughter. When you're selling a business, there are certain terms that you need to become familiar with. You're going to need a document package, an evaluation of your company. You need a plan to enhance your values. You're going to have a confidential information memorandum, a non-disclosure agreement, a letter of intent, a definitive purchase agreement. You're going to want a management contract for your services after the sale. In selling your business, there are certain timing considerations. Many business owners are in their 60s, and timing's important. There are more companies for sale than there are buyers. Some companies will simply have to liquidate. The market conditions may determine the time for your sale. If your company is performing at its peak, it's a good time to sell. Your industry may be in decline, or you may be in the wrong location, or possibly technologies advanced beyond your firm. If the writing's on the wall, it's time to think about selling. There are some value considerations. Almost all business assets exchange hands based on some type of return on investment. There are certain types of investments that may pay 1% like a CD, or maybe 2% like a treasury bill. Corporate bonds may sell for 4.5%. Apartments may sell based on an 8% yield. Your company equities normally sell for about a 15% yield. As the risk increases, the yield increases. Business owners often make mistakes if they don't get professional assistance. Number one, they may not be prepared. They may have a competitor down the street stop by to talk to them about selling the company, and the company's not prepared. They don't have enough information. The company doesn't present well, and the competitor decides he's not interested, and he will never regain that interest. So you've lost an opportunity. Oftentimes, owners don't know the value of their company. They may state a price that's far below its true value. Sometimes they'll sell to the wrong buyer, and sometimes they sell at the wrong time. Without professional help, you may have poor documentation. If you plan your sale, you can enhance the values of your company. You can take your losses and get them off the balance sheet. You can increase your prices and margins, expand your markets, secure a key man contract, give your key personnel incentives to stay. You may want to have an employment agreement, or a confidentiality agreement, or a non-compete agreement with your employees. Timing of your bonuses and commissions is important. Maybe you want to time your bonuses and commissions 90 days after the end of each quarter. And that way, your key personnel, your sales force, they have to wait to collect that commission. And if they leave in advance, they'll lose their commission. And by the time they receive their commission, they've already got 3 months earnings into the next commission period, which gives them an incentive to stay. You may want to change from a dealer organization to a rep organization, or vice versa. Let's talk about some of the invisible assets, your intangible assets. Your personnel may be one of your most valuable assets if they're well trained. You may be a contractor with a huge backlog. You may have a dealer-distributor network that can distribute your product line, and you may have a potential buyer with 5 new products that wants to use that distributor network. You may have an outstanding brand that's got a lot of customer recognition. That can be a valuable asset. It's not on the balance sheet. You may have product formulas. You may have a quality and a reputation for quality and service. You may have purchasing power and discount prices. You may have set up foreign manufacturers for your products. There are many intangible assets that may not be on the balance sheet. There are a few that you know about, like trademarks and patents, that may not be held in the corporate name. They may be owned by the owner personally. In those situations, It requires special consideration in making your sales contract. There are liquidity considerations in selling your business. Do you want to have a cash sale or a partial sale? Or do you want to provide financing? Do you want your sale to be an earnout or a 5-year payoff? When you sell your company or a partial ownership, it could take your name off of the corporate guarantees and debt. That could be a benefit. Selling a part of your company, 49% or 51%, allows you to continue to participate in the growth of the company by the new buyer. The new buyer might put capital into your business. Your sales may increase. If you continue to be a partial owner, you can participate in that growth of profits. Don't assume that you know the value of your business. Your buyer is going to see an angle or have a reason that you don't know about. You may look at your business and calculate your earnings before taxes and interest and depreciation, but there are other considerations. You may want to add back your owner's salary or your owner's expenses. A professional broker may tell you that your company's worth 3 times historical earnings, but those earnings have to be restated and adjusted. Let your buyer make an offer. Don't quote a price. If you only get one offer, that's really no offer because you have nothing to compare it to. Your enterprise value may not be the same as your book value. You may have real estate to be sold that may be held personally by the owner. You may need to update your appraisal. You want to sell your company at an optimal value. You may want to sell your operating company, or you may get a higher value simply by selling a product line. A competitor only wants to add the product line. They don't need your overhead. They don't need your location. You may not want to sell to the high bidder. A lower bidder may offer you a cash price, or they may offer you better terms. If you want to maximize your profits, a partial sale will allow you to continue to participate in the growth of the company. Meanwhile, you get a good deal of liquidity into your estate. There's some negative things that can affect a business value, such as claims and lawsuits. When you're choosing a buyer, you want a company that's got resources to invest, someone with industry experience, someone with risk tolerance. You want a company that understands your market, understands your business. They can see the greater value of your company. You may need to sell your company to bring in some management expertise. You may need cash input to expand your market. An optimal buyer is better than a terrible buyer. An optimal buyer will give you top value. A terrible buyer is going to want financing terms and an earnout. You're better off with a cash offer. If you can get 5 buyers to make an offer, competing with each other, you're going to get a higher price than if you only have 1 buyer. You may want to have a family transfer, or you may want an ESOP and turn the company over to your employees. An ESOP is difficult because often that involves bank financing, and the bank's going to require you to guarantee the loan. And if the company fails, you've got to pay back the loan, and then you've got a busted company with no sales value. Buyers are more educated. They know more than you know about the value of your business. They know exactly how your business will contribute to their investment. They may know that they're going to integrate your business with their product lines. They may want to offer their products in your market. They may see opportunities that only they know about. I want to caution you about generational sales. If you transfer to a son or nephew or daughter, they may or may not have the competency to run the company. They may or may not have the motivation. If you wait late in your life to retire, you may not have enough opportunity to see if they can carry the reins of this company. They have to prove aptitude. When you're beginning to examine the value of your company, you want a restatement of profits. You want to record the tax benefits. You want to add back the owner's life insurance and health insurance and vehicle costs and his wife's car, the children's salaries, the non-recurring expenses. You want to add back bad debts and discontinued products. You want to normalize your earnings. You want to present a pro forma to a buyer. With your normal income stripped of the owner's salary and overhead, stripped of non-recurring one-time cost, when you restate your company's value, you may have profit of $300,000. When you add back the owner's salary and expenses of $200,000, now your restated profit's worth $500,000. That's a value of $3.2 million at a 15% yield. Maybe you want to only sell the product line. If your sales are $3 million, your costs are $2 million, your overhead's $700,000, you have a profit of $300,000. If you add back the owner's salary and perks of $200,000, that gives you $500,000. But if you add back your overhead of another $500,000, then your profit's $1 million. Now your company's worth $6.8 million at a 15% yield. So a product line can be a lot more valuable than an operating company. If you want professional help in selling your company, we would be happy to speak to you, value your company, and enter into an agreement to sell your company and represent you to get the optimal price from an optimal buyer. Winning Hand Corporation is a financial representation corporation. I am Hadeen Dobbins-Speck. I'm the president of the Winning Hand Corporation. You may look at my website, listen to my lecture, and contact me by email or by phone. Thank you.